Hello guys. Um, Today I'll be telling you some of the tech related news. I have this is like the first day that I am beginning this particular um, idea, which is called Techie Tuesdays for my channel, and that's how I'm going to call it. Every week, every Tuesday, I'll be doing this Techie Tuesdays where I'll give you some news and some information related to technology in general. So let's start. So the first technology related news that I have is that Starlink, which is owned by Elon Musk, is being readied for pre-orders in India. So you can pre-order Starlink satellite if you want to, but that will cost you $99 or somewhere close to around 7,300 rupees if you're planning to get it. And this only makes sense if you don't have access to very high speed Wi-Fi or internet connections at home, because as you know, Starlink is a satellite based internet providing service which is started by Elon Musk. This guy is one of my idols, and he's beginning this whole he wants to take the whole world to the future of technology as much as possible, including space travel. So Starlink is available for pre-orders, and it will only be coming though in 2022. And Musk also says that by the end of 2021, most of the earth, or rather the whole earth, will be serviceable by Starlink. It will be available for being booked and for starting this internet connection. So the next news for the day is by SciTech Daily. It's an article that is present there which says that insect-inspired flying robots will be introduced very soon. It will be a new generation of drones which will be very light and small. And as you can see, it's given in the article that insects' remarkable acrobatic traits help them navigate the aerial world with all of its wind gusts, obstacles, and general uncertainty. Such traits are also hard to build into flying robots, but MIT assistant professor Kevin Yufeng Chen has built a system that approaches insects' agility. So this technology could boost how the whole aerial robots infrastructure is currently on the planet, and it will be a light solution. It will be something that can they can go into the most difficult situations where there is maybe a dearth of space, there is limited space, or there is a certain kind of a weather condition where the bigger drones cannot operate. So this is a huge achievement, I'd say. I mean, this nanotech is in the vogue, and it's coming up with the whole electronic equipments, as you can see around you, are getting, they're shrinking in space, and you can do so much more in a tiny gadget. So this is another achievement, and we can see it very soon, hopefully, something like this operating, at least for scientific purposes. So the next news is an article by Engadget which says that Volvo plans to go fully electric by 2030 and only sell cars online. So this is a major step, and it is in line with the other companies like Ford and Mercedes-Benz and our own Indian companies like Tata and Maruti, who are planning to build electric vehicles. And Volvo is a step more ambitious in just giving a deadline of 2030. That's just 9 years in the making, when they plan to stop all dependency on fuel injected vehicles, auto combustion engines. They want to go fully electric, and I think that's a good idea of doing that as fast as possible, considering the environmental hazards that are that we are getting to see every day. As you know, Antarctica has seen a certain kind of a rift, a crack developing as big as the size of New York actually, and it's being said that that's because of global warming. So in the article it's written, Volvo will only sell electric cars by 2030, ending gas and diesel engine sales sooner than other major automakers, the company announced. It also plans to eliminate dealerships and move EV sales online in an effort to develop direct relationships with customers and eliminate any bartering. So they want to do this even to reduce the prices of electric vehicles, because electric vehicles are, as you know, costlier than fuel injected vehicles. And this particular move, them taking their sales online will help them basically in reducing any kind of the dealership, the hike that comes in the prices because of dealerships and middlemen who operate basically. So that's the third news. Let's go on to the fourth. The third news is about Clubhouse, this very popular app, that has in fact become popular in a period of just the last 2 months, I think. So it just suddenly had its valuation rise all the way to $1 billion. And the CEO, the founder, the co-founder of Clubhouse, Paul Davidson, in an interview has said that they are working on an Android version of this app. As you know, Clubhouse is a application which lets you chat through audio, and it's something like WhatsApp. I'm not exactly sure how is it a preference over WhatsApp, but considering that there are some additional features, and many politicians and many celebrities are switching over to Clubhouse, it was just a matter of time when it'll start rolling out for Android as well. However, Davidson, the co-founder, has not specified a certain date, though this is a priority task. They're working on this version, the Android version, and even he himself says that he prefers the Android variant phones over the iPhone, and they are working on it. So it's just a matter of time when we will be seeing Clubhouse available on Google Play as well. So the next article and the last news for the day is from Gadgets 360, and it just says that Boat, the famous audio accessory company and one of the leading audio manufacturers in India, has launched a wide range of headphones, basically aiming at its women consumers. So the article reads, Boat T-Rebel, a new range of headphones and earphones positioned towards women, has been launched by the Indian audio accessories company. The new product range features a number of existing headphones and earphones from Boat's product range, including wired, wireless and true wireless stereo earphones and headphones, such as the entry-level Boat Bassheads 100 and feature-rich Boat AirDops 441 Pro. All the products in the range are offered in new color options with prices starting at Rs 399 and going up to Rs 2999. So from 400 to 3000 approximately, they have brought this range out for women, and there is a wide range of attractive colors. As you can see, Boat is a decent company, not the most premium, of course, as you already know that, and the price range is also pretty reasonable considering the kind of components they give, but it's of good quality. I have used some Boat accessories myself. They are of good quality, so let's see how it is received. And that's it for the day. I hope it was a well-informed video. You had some information which you were looking for. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. It will be very helpful and motivational to keep making such videos. Till another day, thank you. Have a nice day ahead.